Hey guys, free pick time. All right, back with another free play. So today I have a college football play for you guys. I'm going to walk you through why I think there's value on an insane day, guys. We have a very, very busy day here in Masterclass. We got another 2-unit play going. If you guys have been following along, we are 31 wins and 3 losses over our last 34 2-unit plays. Absolute insanity. 31-3, guys. Hope to keep that going today. A lot of those wins have come in football where we've absolutely been crushing it today, and that is what our 2-unit play is, guys. It's a college football 2-unit play. I have another college football play for you guys. Overall, for the day, we don't just have the 2-unit play, but we have 6 full unit plays today, which is rare to have in one day. That's normally reserved for like a weekend. A lot of value today, so we're going to go after it. We have 9 NHL plays. We have 2 college football plays. We have 2 NBA plays. We got some props, and then we got a boatload of college basketball on top of that. So very busy day. BenderWins.com if you're interested, guys. It's $99 a month, and it gets you my full card every single day, plus all the Masterclass educational videos and the Bender Wins Guide to Professional Sports Betting. Make sure you're doing things the right way. Again, thank you to all the Masterclass members for all the great messages, and I apologize. I have not even gotten back to 25% of you guys. There's just so many. I'm trying to get them out, but my priority is always in capping games. And I think that's probably your preference anyways. But I will get to you guys eventually, I promise that. All right. So one quick thing I want to jump in and talk about before we get into our free play. Very quick. Won't be a long video like yesterday. Gambler fallacies, okay? And there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of gambler fallacies out there. Number one, everyone's seen it. You know, the big crowd around the roulette table because it's nothing but red. It's come up red every single time. So that means it naturally has to come black soon, right? Doesn't it? So if it's come red 20 times in a row, highly unlikely, but it can happen. Okay? It's been red 20 spins in a row. What are the chances it's going to be red or black next time? Okay? If we say it's going to be black, does it have a better percentage chance because it hasn't come up in a while? No, because each is independent from the previous one, okay? Each spin is independent. If you get rid of the zeros, black and red have a 50% chance of coming up, all right? So when that little ball is in the air, it doesn't matter if it's come 19 or 20 times red. It is still a 50-50 proposition. Now, if you were to go back in time, okay, before the event started and say, well, what are the odds of this happening? They'd be astronomically high, very, very high, right? You'd be looking at 2 to the power of 19 or 20, right? It'd be a very, very unlikely scenario that would happen. But after the 19 has happened and you're looking at your next subsequent event, the math is 50-50, okay? And this goes for coin flips as well. And the reason I bring this up is because the fallacy I see, I told you guys about 5 or 6 weeks ago, I had a guy who commented on here on TikTok and said, I'm going to wait for Bender to have a losing streak before I join because I'll never join when someone's this hot. Well, 6 weeks later, and we're even hotter than we were back then. Okay. Now, yesterday, same kind of comment, different person, same kind of comment saying like, you know, heads up, guys, there has to be, you know, some regression to the mean. There has to be this downturn and blah, blah, blah. Look, I am not going to continue to hit these numbers forever. Absolutely not. But this is, again, a fallacy that you can't stay hot for a prolonged period of time. You certainly can. There is nothing to do with the future results based on my past results. No different than spinning the roulette wheel, okay? We've had an incredible streak. But here's the thing. Saying, oh, I'm not going to join because I'm worried about a downturn. The only thing that you have to know is that we have an edge, okay? Now, if I were to play you guys at a game of heads and tails, coin flip, okay? Only the coin was a little bit broken. And it would come heads 56% of the time, okay? Every time you flipped it, you had a 57% chance of winning, okay? Now, let's say that coin, you won 10 times in a row on it. Would you stop playing that crooked fixed game in your favor because it's too hot right now? Or would you keep playing that advantage? Absolutely, you're going to keep playing that advantage, okay? Now, look, I can have people come out and if they want to debate me on, you know, how to build a house, they're going to win. People want to talk about how to build a car, they're going to win. How to play piano. how to do just about anything outside of maybe hockey and sports betting and math, they're going to win. Okay, but when people try to debate me on math, it normally doesn't work out well for them. And I have a difficult time explaining the logic of their fallacies, okay, and why past results do not influence the future. The only thing that should matter to people, the only thing, is that I can find value long term, okay? And if you have something that you find value in, you want as much of it as you possibly can, okay? If you have a coin that will come up 56, 57% of the time when you're flipping it, you would want to flip that coin as many times as you could every single day, would you not? Every time you flip it, you have a positive EV, a positive expected value, okay? And this, guys, is no different in sports betting. We have an edge. I have won 4 straight years in Masterclass. I don't think I'm done proving myself to people, okay? Do not fall for the fallacy of like, oh, it's a hot streak. It's like, look out, it's going to implode. We have ups and we have downs. I've been very honest about that because that's the reality of sports betting. Don't get sucked into all the noise. And if you're going to come at me with math-based stuff, know your shit. All right? All right. So today, guys, we are going with a, what are we doing? Yeah, college football play. So yesterday we took a loss at our free pick, guys. We were going for 5 straight winning days in a row. Disappointed right out of the gate in that game. Just the total was up. We had the under in that game, and it did drift back down. At one point, the live line, I think, was almost up to minus 170 or something like that. But I thought at the very, very end, 3 minutes to go, it looked like we had a little bit of a chance, but then that was gone. So we couldn't make it 5 in a row, but I'm hoping today, guys, we get it done in college football. We're going to go with Akron plus 3.5. Now, I have 4 different systems on here. A 12% ROI, a 13% ROI, a 16% ROI, and a 24% ROI. Absolutely phenomenal system. Now, the 24% ROI actually performs best in MAC games. All right. And there's nothing more than we like than MACtion, right? Now, the other thing that could be looked at as a plus and minus, I certainly look at it as more of a plus, is that right now on this game, we have 34% of bets and 75% of money. Okay? 34% of bets, 75% of money. Let's put that into context, okay? You have 10 people sitting in line at the sports book, and we'll say 3 or 4 of them go up to the window and say, we want this side. But 75% of money, guys, that is a 100% clear indication of sharp money. And with that kind of discrepancy, syndicates. That is the only thing that tells you when you see that kind of a buffer this close to game time. You can see this early on in the week when lines are put out. You see, differences like this all the time because all it takes is, a couple $100,000 bets and it skews the numbers, right? When you're seeing it game day and you're seeing that kind of difference, it's syndicates. Plain and simple, okay? You got pros, guys betting, big money, proper unit sizes, $25, $30, $40,000 on games. And then you have the syndicates who are moving money all over town. That is what creates that discrepancy. Now, would we prefer a contrarian play? Yes, we would. We would prefer to see, 32% of bets, 46% of money. We win, Vegas wins. Great. Okay. But we're not terrified of this by any stretch. And all it does is support the fact that, yes, we're on the sharp side here, guys. And it's not like Vegas put up the stop sign, okay? What would make me concerned is if Vegas put up the stop sign at 75% of money and just held their line, but they haven't. They've dropped it 1.5 from the +5 this opened at, okay? I still think there's a ton of value here, guys. And I honestly think that this is a game that Akron probably wins about 48% of the time outright, okay? So do not forget to sprinkle money line. You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't. BenderWins.com for the full card, guys. Got another 2-unit play. Got a loaded card full of full unit plays. A lot of value out there today. Hope to take advantage. Either way, it's going to be a big day, up or down. Fingers crossed it goes our way. We'll see you guys soon.